Thank you for letting me shoot the special at the mothership. It was amazing. Thank you for saving it.
Thank you for doing it. Well, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
When we got there, it's generally some executive type person decided to put lamps on every table and light the room up. And I got there, I was like, oh no, this is terrible. And there was like a tension in the air that you could feel.
It was the brightest I had ever seen the club.
Yeah, it was weird.
I could see earrings.
Yeah, you could see everything.
Everything.
You could see zits. If somebody had zits,
you could see their complexion. And then so Wednesday, the early show, we were shooting Wednesday, Thursday, the early show. Wednesday was tough. It was tough. People were,
it was tense.
They were having fun, but
you were doing really well. But your opening acts were struggling. Because it was a feeling when you got there. When I walked in, I was like, Jesus Christ, this feels like a fucking, like a board meeting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It felt like a conference hall. It felt weird.
It was weird.
And everybody seemed like a little off-put by it. Like everyone, the audience was tense.
They were tense.
But as soon as you started fucking around with the audience and going into them, they got loose.
They got loose a little bit. But it's like, it's funny. It's like when you shoot a special, you do comedy all the time, and then you go out and you shoot a special and you go, okay, I've done this a million times. It's gone great, and it'll go great now, and we'll just get it on film. And then you go out, and it's like, and I'm like embarrassed because you're there, and in my head I'm like, I hope he left, because you're all excited, and you're like, I'm coming to see the special. I'm excited, and I'm like,
well, thank God I came.
I mean, I'm up there and I'm like doing bits and the audience is just staring at me. And I go, well, this is good. And then, but afterwards you corrected it and said, you got to make it like a comedy club.
Well, to those guys' credit, they all did exactly what I said, which is beautiful. They didn't push back at all. They
were smart.
Yeah, they had so much work that they put into making things interesting. They lit the walls weird.
Yeah.
They did all this stuff. But I said, you got to understand, all this stuff makes people self-conscious. The more they can see themselves, the more they can see other people, the more they're self-conscious, the more they won't laugh. And Tim's act is fucked up.
Right.
Like you have to cut loose on some jokes that in polite company you would never laugh at.
That's right.
You would turn your head away from. So.
And what was a mind fuck is that I was here a month ago and I did 6 shows and they were like the best shows we've ever done.
You're like, this is the perfect place to film.
Why wouldn't we film it here?
Right.
And we filmed it at the store and we didn't get the coverage. I had a good set, but the coverage wasn't there.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And
which doesn't make any sense.
It was not ideal.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's not great.
That's not a giant room. It's not like you're doing a Coliseum.
It was not good. It's always good when you think you're going to get it. And because the store, LA is weird. You have people that are sitting there in like ironic cowboy hats. Mm-hmm. They have their hot influencer girlfriends.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's not always great. Sometimes it's amazing. But we got, out of 4 shows in LA, we got 1 really great show. And Gabby Reese was there.
Oh, I love her.
Sitting in the front row. She's the
that's
best.
awesome.
She's the best. And I'm like, all right, so that's good, right? We got it. And everyone's like, we got it. And then we get the footage back, and we don't got it.
Did you have anything you use for clips, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about the first show Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of clips in there.
There's clips.
You were fucking around with the crowd. It was very funny.
Yeah. No. For sure, there's clips. But, like, the one we got at the store, the guy who did it's a good guy. He's a nice guy. And he's a talented guy, but he just made some choices where he was, like, far out. He wasn't, like, we didn't have a ton of close-ups. And that was what because here's the thing, they have a vision too, the people that shoot it. And I don't talk to any of them and figure out anything.
Oh, you have to do that.
Now I've really learned.
Yeah.
I just showed up.
Yeah, I know this.
I don't even like, I'm bad at that part of it where I'm like, I don't do like the strategy meeting and go, what are we?
Right.
I just figure it's like, it's a mothership, it's a great club, you got a camera. Yeah. There's a stage.
Don't go too crazy with the design. And that's what the problem was. They went really crazy with changing the atmosphere.
Yeah.
They wanted to, which probably works for some things, but it's not good for stand-up. And it's definitely not good for your kind of stand-up.
No.
Your kind of stand-up demands darkness.
Preferably very dark where no one can even see each other. Or me.
Yeah.
You just hear my voice in a black hole.